Hey Bulldogs, Chris Bryant here. Welcome to today's Network Plus Certification Video Practice Exam, question number 2 in a series of who knows how many. And while you're at here, subscribing to the channel, there's a subtle plug, check out the playlist that I'm making of strictly Network Plus Certification Video Practice Exams. That way when you've got a little extra time, you can just zip right out here, take some practice exam questions, and I'm always tying in a little bit of lab work. I'm never just going to give you the answer to a question and say bye. I've always got to explain it a little bit. So go ahead and take care of that after we get done here. And of course, you can join me out on my Twitter channel at CCIE 12933 for practice exam questions as well. That's where we get the percentages you're going to see in just a moment. Now, there is an implicit statement in every Cisco access list. And if you're relatively new to networking or totally new, first off, that's great. Everybody's totally new at some point. The key here is that we don't get to say every time without exception very often in networking. It seems like there's always going to be an exception. You'll see what I mean as you progress in your studies. But with Cisco ACLs, there's an implicit statement in every single one. What is it and where is it? Is it a deny at the top, a deny at the bottom, a permit at the top, or a permit at the bottom? Because if you're new or not so new to ACLs, you know the difference between a line being at the top of an ACL and being at the bottom. So let's see how our respondents answered that on Twitter when I posted this. 88% going with deny at the bottom. 4% deny at the top, 6% permit at the top, 2% permit at the bottom. And the answer is deny at the bottom. 88% got it correct. And I know we're hitting the top of the screen there. We'll watch that in the future with the print. But if you knew the answer, but you stuck around, I'm glad you did, because I want to show you an ACL. It's not really tricky, but this is when it can be difficult to remember the implicit deny is at the bottom, especially when you first start studying it, because you're talking about something implicit that you're not seeing. And especially if the ACL has all deny lines, because it would be really easy for a job interview, say, or even a certification exam, pardon me, to say, okay, with this ACL, what kind of traffic does this deny? And it would be really easy to say, well, it denies this one particular kind of traffic that's defined in this list. In this case, it's the one IP address 3333. If you don't know that yet, that's fine. We'll get to that in your studies. But that would also be wrong, because an explicit deny or written deny statement does not in any way get rid of the implicit deny. It does not negate it in any way. So the answer to the bonus question that I'm giving you really here, what traffic does this deny? What does this deny? It denies everything, because the one explicit line you have here would deny that one particular source of traffic, and then the implicit deny would deny everything else. It's always something, but ACLs, they're really one of the thicker topics in both your Network Plus and CCNA studies, but you'll get through them and you'll be writing them like a champ in no time at all. It becomes second nature. Quick note about my upcoming Network Plus books, and yes, I know this is a CCNA study guide here. These were scheduled for earlier this year, this being April 21st, 2020. And with the world situation being what it is, a lot of things got delayed, and we're grateful that that's all we have. Here are some delays. And the reason I mention it is that my CCNA study guides, if you're looking in that direction, are going to come out in May and possibly into June, because I've got 2 volumes of that coming out. And then after that, my Network Plus study guide, which is written and ready to go, will also be out in June or July. I will post dates as we get closer to those releases. Video boot camp's coming too. That's the end of the commercial, but I know everybody's wondering, where in the world are the new books? Well, they are in the queue, believe me. They are ready to go. Thanks for joining me here on YouTube. And like I said, check out the playlist while you're out here and subscribe to the channel, because I'm posting new video questions all the time. We're going to have some free video boot camps out here for you as well. I'm Chris Bryant. Thanks for watching, and thanks for making my work part of your success.